about life, Amber, and when you feel that things are just working out, just the way you want it, how are you feeling then?
I guess I feel really excited, and my energy feels really big and open, and I'm in the flow, and nothing really trips me up. I feel like I'm doing everything on purpose.
Absolutely. Me too. Absolutely. And it makes a difference what happens. I believe when I'm feeling great, I expect great. When I'm feeling really awful, I get exactly what I expect.
Yeah.
I want to talk about body, mind, and soul. So let's talk about body. You're training for a half marathon. What's that look like in your energy? Are you excited? Do you have a good run when you're excited? Or what happens when you're not?
I guess when I'm feeling super pumped up, I'm ready to go, and I get out there, and I usually have a good run when that's the beginning feeling. But even if I feel like I don't want to do it, or I'm feeling low and procrastination, even when that's the case, once I'm out there and once I'm in it, I'm having fun, my energy expands, and I get into a flow. Of course, there are days that I don't get quite to that point, but it's never as bad as sometimes when I'm looking at it thinking, I don't want to do it. It's never as bad as I kind of think it would be.
I look at you and I think, oh my gosh, I respect you so much. You have a ritual.
Yeah.
And when you run, I think there's so much for us to learn about rituals and manifesting. So can you share with me, you ran marathons, you ran half marathons. I think there are metaphors to our life. What are some rituals that you do to keep you on track?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's funny. I like training for these things, these runs, because I like the training. I also have fun doing the run itself, but it's the training that kind of gives me a ritual and gives me something to work towards and something to measure and just keep track of myself. So I guess some of my other rituals go around my runs. I wake up in the morning. The first thing I do before I get out of bed, with my eyes closed, I just ask, what would you have me do today? And just kind of start my day on a positive note instead of flicking on my phone and checking my emails, that kind of thing. Just taking a moment with my eyes closed just to be with myself and start the day out right. And then I go and I have a cup of hot water and lemon, and that's what kind of gets me started. And then some stretches, some meditations. Those are all different rituals that I have in my life just to make sure that my day and what's happening is kind of in my control. I know I'm not fully in control. There are greater powers here. But just so that I'm not on somebody else's itinerary by checking my emails or, having something come at me that takes me off, I want to start my day in a way that I really start with peace and from a place where I want to start.
I love it. And it does make a huge difference. And so many of us forget sometimes that our body's really important. We need our body to carry around our mind. Mm-hmm. It is that important.
Yeah.
And it takes rituals. So congratulations to you.
Yeah, if you don't have a routine and a ritual, you'll never do it, right? It needs to be a consistent thing. Just like anything in life, consistency, right?
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I'm working on it.
Me too. Always working on it.
Better. The other thing I wanted to share with you and our viewers is the power of the mind. Mm-hmm. And I just had an experience that, no matter how long I've worked in this industry for, maybe 20 years now, and I still get caught up sometimes. And so I was having a conversation in the car with a friend, and they were telling me how bad things are and how bad the economy is. And they were expecting these investments would be good, and they're probably never going to come out. And I have some money invested there too, so I wasn't that happy hearing this. They're not going to work out, and how terrible his business was. It took me about 2 minutes to start to feel deflated.
Yeah, it's quick, right?
And I shared with him, the power of our mind is big. So if you think it's going to be bad, you're going to bring more bad into your life.
Yeah.
If you think it's going to be good, you're going to bring more good. And there may be some challenges, but how I face them when I'm expecting greatness, because you can all get it, it makes a big difference. And his response, and I say this because, sometimes we get these responses. He said, I'm not ready to bring my pom-poms out and do life like you do. And so, if you've watched some of our videos, we have something on a cord cutting and, cutting the negative energy. And yes, while I'm driving my convertible Mercedes, I cut the cord. Just meditate, cut the cord, cut the energy. I was like, oh, thank goodness. It matters who we surround ourselves. It matters the energy that comes into your life, the energy that comes into my life. I have a very special home in Panama. I'm very cautious who comes in with that energy. So I want our viewers to know who you let into your life, what their energy is like. It makes a difference in the mindset. And then one more thing that I'd like to touch on is the power of manifesting through the soul. And some of those ways that we can look after that is how you wake up in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
What music do you listen to?
Well, usually I listen to kind of chanting, but music that makes me feel good, music that's inspiring, uplifting, that kind of thing.
If you're having a bad day, do you find music can shift?
Oh my gosh, yeah, and a dance, always a dance.
And thank you for saying that, because I want our viewers to know that if you're trying to manifest something, it is powerful. Put music on, dance to it, you will bring that energy. We're all energy. And when we get that, we can shift the way that we do life.
So
it
true.
is powerful.
Yeah.
We talk about journaling in our courses. We talk about really getting down to the meditation. We talk about the rituals. What do you do when you wake up in the morning? Do you write down 10 things you're grateful for? Because you will get more. And when you go to bed at night, do you review it? And just maybe write a note of how great things turned out. I challenge us to always do it again every 90 days. I challenge our viewers to do it again. If it's something that's really strange, join us in our Ignite Your Life. We do that ongoing. And I'm excited about manifesting great things in my life. And I am committed to surrounding myself with people that share in that energy. And I want to share it with all of our viewers. And I want to share it with you. Any other closing thoughts you have?
Yeah, I just feel like, the main message through all of this, body, mind, and soul, is to take care of yourself. You'll have negative energy around you through other people. You'll have things come at you from emails, from different things that pop up in your day, different dramas, right? This urgency, that world that we live in, is just be strong in where you stand and refuse to give in to that urgency and drama, and take actions that you need to do to cut things out, and just be sure that you're in charge of your own energy. And when you take care of yourself, amazing things will continue to happen. So, yeah.
It's true. How you fuel your body, how you fuel your mind, how you fuel your soul is how your life will run. So thank you for joining us. And will you share with us some of the things that you do to manifest greatness in your life, and how it's been working for you? Leave your comments below. We really appreciate it.